In this video, we're not going to be doing a daily study on a book. Instead, we're going to be taking it to a new place. We're going to go check out Threads, and we're going to go to one of my favorite people to follow on Threads. Really, this is one of my favorite guys to follow across the internet. In fact, if you can guess who that person is before I actually get there, props to you for understanding the sort of voices I allow inside of my head to influence me in 2024 to really build my business and build myself to the best version of me as I possibly can. So if you figured out who I'm talking about, then you are correct in saying it is Alex Hormozi. And here on Threads, he wrote, if it doesn't build your reputation, then don't do it. No neutral moves. Your reputation has to mean something to you before it means anything to anyone else. This is such good advice from Mr. Hormozi, and this is why it's good advice. Oftentimes, people believe in this like middle neutral ground where you can just do something and it doesn't really matter. It's a net negative or it's a net zero effect. It doesn't have any effect on anything. That's just not true. Everything has an effect. It's the butterfly effect. Even the smallest things have an effect on your brand, have an effect on your image, on your reputation, on everything going forward. So it's either growing you, and if it's not growing you, it has to be doing the opposite. What's the opposite of something growing you? It is killing you. So again, look at this. It says, if it doesn't build your reputation, then don't do it. Don't do things that aren't working towards your positive future. Don't do things that aren't building your reputation as being someone who's honest, who's trustworthy, who's loyal, who's hardworking, who gets it done. I want everything you do to speak proper in your favor, because check this out. For the last few years, I've been posting rather consistently on my Instagram and Facebook. And it was maybe about a month or two ago, my buddies and I, we decided we were going to do a run across America, and we needed to buy an RV that can house 5 guys, adult men, comfortably so that we can make this trip happen. And so I put it out there on my social media that I'm looking for an RV. Carly reaches out to me and she says, I got the RV for you. The person's interested in selling it to you, and they will even sell it to you subject to. They'll let you take over their payments so you don't even need to qualify for a loan. I said, that's perfect. So the woman understood creative financing. She understood that she would leave her mortgage or her note in her name, and I would just simply make the payments on her behalf. However, she was worried that, well, I don't know this guy. What if he doesn't make the payments? Right? It's going to affect her personal credit. It's going to affect her ability to go out and get a new loan for a new car and do the things that she wants to do. And before she ever even met me, Carly sent this woman the Instagram to me. She sent her my Instagram. And on my Instagram, she got to see essentially my reputation. She got to see my brand. So she got to see all the things that built me up, that I've been doing, that I've been sharing. And as a result, guess what happened? I have that RV now. We're hopping into it in 2 weeks, and we're going from Santa Monica Pier to Central Park, running across the country. How freaking dope. And that was one of the biggest challenges for making the run across America from Pier to Park happen, was going and getting this RV last minute. And it came because my reputation had gotten into the room before I did. My reputation made it to the conversation before I ever did. So my reputation actually did my negotiating for me. This is why your reputation has to mean something to you, because I make it known that I am honest, that I am transparent, that I will not screw you over, that I will treat every single person like they're my best friend, like they are my grandmother, because my grandmother was my best friend, still is, RIP. I treat every single person this way as best as I can. And this is how I want to be known in the marketplace. This is how I want to be known in life. So before your reputation can mean anything to anybody else, it needs to mean something to you first and foremost. So let me know in the comments below, do you agree with me and Alex on this one? Or maybe you have a different vantage point and a different viewpoint. Go ahead and drop that comment below. And if you've made a really interesting thread or an interesting tweet recently that maybe you want me to read and do a quick study on, go ahead and share that in the comments below. I would love to see if everyone in the comments below just started blowing it up with their own threads, maybe some of your own quotes. I would love to break them down and see what it is you guys are talking about. I think that would actually be so cool. It'd be a fun way to interact back and forth. So if you're constantly posting on Twitter or on Thread, and it's nothing like, I'm not going to do anything if it's like nonsense, questions. But if it's something that's like a little bit more thought-provoking, that would be so wildly insane. I think that would just be a fun time. And maybe we have a whole series of the daily studies where we're just actually going through people's threads. So guys, I hope that was helpful for this video. Be sure to do the YouTube stuff where you like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But most importantly, leave that comment with your thread down below if you have one. That would be so fire. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video.